and guys can't wait to get this one started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that open field as he stopped at the 25. The Yellow Jackets offense will get first crack at it here. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control. With passion, with...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Yellow Jackets are in a hurry up.
And how about that start to this offense? You know, oftentimes you see teams just trying to get into a rhythm, maybe an easy completion to get their quarterback feeling good. Not this offense. They take a shot and find an explosive play right out of the gate.
Wants to throw. It's Kane. Finds the tight end. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. So the Clemson Tigers offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, we'll be wrong before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress in the defense for similar reasons, and you've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you.
Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Things had not gone their way in ACC play last year. This year, an opportunity maybe to turn things around.
And we've seen people in this league turn things around. The ACC every year, it seems like, you know, like Reese, you always say, spinning that wheel of destiny. Who's going to be in the championship game? So it's not unheard of that you can have a bad season and turn it around. So, Jesse, a lot of examples to point to as they kick off this season.
Yeah, and it's critical that you get off to a fast start, right? They've got to come out here in their first conference game in ACC play and put it all together. Offense has to march the ball, score points. Defense needs to get some stops and create some takeaways and set a standard for yourself throughout the course of the season.
Using his legs, it's Randall. Across the 25, he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground here. They'll move the sticks for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Now on the move.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
You're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Makes the grab. It's Moore. He'll be stopped just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. 4th down coming. Let's see if they go for it here. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the net.
Gashing the knee on the right. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Just going to keep it after the snap. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The give on the option. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quick pass on the fly motion. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Now on the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. To the air, it's King. They're setting up the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll put the first post of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3. There he goes! Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Clemson is quick to the line. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those 1st downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Quickly complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a short tackle. On the move. Creates a little room. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going.
Turning it on. He stopped at the 14-yard line and they'll stay on the attack from there. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating.
So it looked like we would go into 9 quarters without giving up a touchdown. Let's see if the defense can continue to play, regroup. This is how we can stop them before even getting 3.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Cade. Got his man. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Wants to go up top. Here's a hit. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, the defense is set up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. Calls his own number.
I tell you what, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
On to attempt to try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Illinois is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up 14 over Western Michigan. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Cade. Makes the catch, is Haynes. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Breaks into the open.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going great.
The Tigers want to crank the tempo. A design run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught through the middle. It's Moore. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot. Get the ball out of your hands quickly.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll give him a couple that leads to the 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Looking to the big tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Hunt is on its way. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First and 10, Georgia Tech.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Haynes. They make the stop, trying to take up just a little bit of time to get to that first down mark. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense got him at the 27.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. It's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pulls it in. It's Rivers. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. Secures it at the 30. He gets a block. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Handoff to the lone back. Turns it on in midfield. And the explosive play, they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Tigers want to move quickly.
How about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, the ground game. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Finds his big tight end. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Tackle is made at the 19. And first down for the offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Quarterback will keep it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Running back searching for a hole. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Looks as if he's going to run it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and then shove, save the touchdown. They moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's King. Pocket breaking down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Haynes. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They take over late in the half enough time to put together a drive. They'll try the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. New set of downs after the completion.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Grab, go to the middle. It's Williams. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
At the 30-yard line. And that's
looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Moore. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game. And the Tigers have a long run inside the red zone. Punts it out of the air. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. Gore right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
Right, man. It's 10 quarters, man. We haven't given up a touchdown. Ironclad X Defense. It's key.
Off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Yellow Jackets will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Klubnik. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Here comes the heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes a grab for a big play. He was off to the races. Maybe another step or two, and he will have scored, but they get it at the 21-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback keeper. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Yellow Jackets looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Right down the boulevard, it's good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Looking for a crease. It's Randall. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Good enough for a first down.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Klubnik. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
College football, man, there's so much speed on the field now. The safeties are smaller, they're quicker, they're faster, they're more versatile than ever. They can rush the passer. You can send them at any time. Great job by the free safety. Get to the quarterback, getting the big sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to 2-1 moves downfield. Makes a connection. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
That's a first down for the offense.
From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7.
Brings up second down.
The give to the back. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They're trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They want to run this quarterback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. There's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Power football with the run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Grab near the sticks. It's more. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These balls have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Kane. Rushes on him.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Give to the running back. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 45. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll give it to the back. Not much room to run. Let's give it one to the 33. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, a lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll try it over the left side. He stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. The play-action fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catches, signal for, and made. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Find some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to ride this running back. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll take it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Finds his big tight end. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll leave it with him. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third-down offenses in the country. And this one is perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Cade. Oh, they're after him! And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He gets it away from his own end zone. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The give to the single back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll give it to him again. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving. You give them a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Haynes. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They go to the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. And they will score. Touchdown, Clemson. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 5 over UConn.
To the air, it's Kane. Throws to the tight end.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short pass play. They pick up a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And a good, solid pickup for the defense cuts him down. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On the move. Creates a little space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? The give from the gun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. He's got it on the move. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Marches ahead. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. Started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. This quarterback part of their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it from the gun. Makes a man miss. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So it looks like that might do it right there. 12 quarters, man. Ironclad X Defense still has not given up a touchdown, baby. We're going to take this game along with the rest of them, man, and I'm saying, get back inside the drawing board, try to erase these 6 points we gave up. Once again, Ironclad X Defense still has not given up a single touchdown in 3 games. So, yeah, man, Ski.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the wing team. Bragging rights now.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.